So thanks for tuning in to part 2. Here I start with the bench dips, and again, when you do this, it just blasts your triceps, to be honest. If you want to know which muscles you're hitting, just do a bit of research so that you know exactly which muscles you're hitting, as I'm not a professional. So again, I do get very dehydrated during the workouts. So I only drink water when my throat gets dry, not really to rehydrate me, because I believe part of the workout is just sweating, burning yourself out, and just depleting your muscles of all that water. And I normally do this movement 20 times, so 20 reps. And again, the more reps you do, the more tired your arms become, and this just blasts your shoulders, your traps. Because you're using free weights, you're activating more muscle. Part of your muscle is trying to balance the weights, part of it is trying to actually physically lift the weight. So again, it's important not to sway side to side too much with this. So try to maintain that good form. So here I'm just literally blasting the biceps. Just blasting it, blasting it.
He's himself, don't make me anybody.
And then this is more like this is the type of movement you do on cable fly. So if you're using a cable fly machine, this would be the type of movement that you'd be doing, but I'm using the weights. So as well as trying to make it stay in one motion, I'm also trying to lift it and also stabilize the actual weights. But with cable flies, you're mainly focusing on one particular aspect. So gravity is just attacking your arms from different sides when you're using free weights. So again, you're engaging your chest, your shoulders, and you're really trying to get that squeeze. Squeeze, pull it back, get the stretch on the biceps. You're coming in kind of diagonally like you're punching. Then here you get the bag again, add in the extra weight. But for this one you're only using one chair. So again, you're focusing on the triceps, and also your legs do burn out as well. So again, you find that you tend to use a bit more of your legs because your muscles get more tired. So I normally do this 10 times 5, 10 reps, 5 sets. This exercise just helps warm the shoulders up, get the squeeze, working those shoulders.
We want to live by each other's happiness, not by each other's misery. We don't want to hate and despise one another. In this world there's room for everyone, and the good
Working the traps.
and can provide for everyone. The way of life can be free and beautiful.
And the weight does actually add a lot of resistance to the workout, and it just increases the intensity by so much folds.
Logic.
Here you're really attacking the shoulders and the arms from different sides. I mean, after this your upper body will be burning, trust me. And when I work out, the windows are normally closed, so there's little ventilation coming in. So when you're doing this workout, just focus on your breathing, because if you don't, you will pass out. There's been times where I felt so lightheaded after like half an hour, 45 minutes. And I do like to work out on an empty stomach. I'm not sure what other people prefer, but for me I like to work out on an empty stomach. Or maybe a couple hours after I've eaten. And here normally just focusing on the biceps, blasting it. This will be 20 to 25 reps. And you're just trying to maintain your arms still, so you're mainly moving your forearm up and down to target your biceps. So keeping your arms tucked in.
Always had to sit on the bench and wait on my mother because she worked that week. And so when my mother would show up in the park, it would be about 10 o'clock, 10:30 at night. So I'm sitting there, and when my mother would pull up, she drove an old Regal.
And when you're doing these bicep curls, the last set of bicep curls is more, you put more of an arch in your back.
I would say, Mom, if you don't mind, can you please sit back in your car and turn on your car lights? I have to do some extra drills. I have to go to the NFL, so we never have to work. And I knew my mother. And every night, my mother would sit back in that car, and those car lights would hit that field. He had a 7-year-old kid doing backpedaling drills, running straight, running laps, chasing his dream to go to the NFL. But just beyond those car lights, I could always connect with my mother's eyes, so it made me dig a little bit deeper. It made me push myself a little further. It made me work a little bit harder. It created a certain level of sweat equity in what I was doing. It created a certain level of pride in what I was doing. You know why people quit? People don't have pride in what they do. You know why people stop? They're selfish, and it's just about them. But when you have a bigger purpose to why you're doing what you're doing, and you want to honor the sacrifices that others have made for you, it's nothing for you to keep going when you hit adversity. If every decision and choice you make is just about you, at a certain point you're going to hit something that's a lot tougher than you, that's going to make you quit because you don't have a driving force for why you do what you do. But when I got up to the University of Tennessee, it was simple. It was simple for me to give everything I had. My freshman year,
Again, I've been trying to go to failure here, but try to put the weight down on the floor as less as possible. So reduce the amount of times you have to put the weight on the floor, just so you get that burn.
I dropped the click. I said, what is it? He said, man, you're projected top 30 draft pick, son. He said, all you have to do is play the next 10 football games, you're an automatic multi-millionaire. I went out of the room, I called my mother and my grandmother on the three-way. I said, after this season, there will be no more struggle. I said, we would never miss another meal. I said, we would never experience another Christmas where we have to stand on the side of the curb and just be grateful. Late in the game, fourth quarter, guy dropped back.
So then here you just do more bicep curls.
Me and the guy, we went head off. As soon as I hit the guy, I felt as if every breath in my body left.
5 times 5 each arm.
Fell to the ground, I blacked out.
Focus more on the isolation and
My eyes open, I
muscle, mind
They said, hey, get up, let's go.
connection.
I can't move. He said, what do you mean you can't move? You're on lockdown corner, man. We need you. Let's go. I said, I know, man, but this time I can't move. I flipped my head up to the sky and said, God. I said, surely nothing is happening in this moment that can alter my life. They got me over to the hospital and took me
Really just have to go beast mode on this. So this just helps the mind-muscle connection.
Came running in from the opposite side. He said, hey, get in there. We got to rush this guy back to emergency surgery. He's about to die.
And you do tend to find that sometimes when you use if you're right-handed, when you're lifting with your left arm, you tend to, for example, use the range of motion is the same, but it can be a little different. You can be using a bit more of your chest when you're using your left arm, or a bit more of your shoulders to do bicep curls than you would with your right arm. So it's kind of just adjusting.
The good news is we saved your life. I said, thank you, sir.
And normally in terms of my diet as well, I don't take any protein shakes. I normally just believe in eating normal, natural foods. So, you know, I eat the rice, chicken, pasta, carbs, but with me I eat based on how I feel. So I've kind of had that little, how would I say, a little niche for it. So I know what to eat, I know how much to eat based on how I feel, based on how my body tells me to. So really just listen to your body, really and truly.
I never cheated. I never cheated. Like my conscience.
So when you wake up in the morning,
like I can't cheat.
you know that you need your protein, you know that you need a bit of carbs. If you haven't eaten as much the day before, you know you may need some fats or some sugars.
You make sure you finish. And the problem with the world today, people get involved with things, and if they don't like a certain person, if they don't like the process, if it's not what they thought it was, they quit. And what they don't understand about quitting.
So again, with these minimal rest, guys, minimal rest.
You get a wife and you get some kids or you get a family, it's gonna come back to haunt you, and it will one day affect them. That is why I tell you the process is more important than the product. It's not even about the outcome for me. It's about, can you take pride in what you do as an individual, and every night when you look in the mirror, knowing that you gave everything you had. And we have to get to the point where we're willing to impose our will on certain things. Impose your will on them. My life totally changed. And they gave me an opportunity to stop. And most people, when you give them an opportunity to stop while they're chasing something, they take advantage of it because they feel as if, man, why did this have to happen to me? I felt as if, why not me? This is the perfect opportunity to use this to be a blessing to somebody else. And you know what? It's not even about me to be truthful. It's not even about me now. It's about me seeing the people that invested in me and saw something in me when I couldn't see it in myself. At a certain point in life, it can't just be about you. In the moment that we understand that in every day we wake up,
And it's just about pushing yourself. So when you feel like you're about to drop the weight, just go and do 5 more. Do 5 more reps. Do 1 more rep. And you just build that mentality and that resilience. And that's what lifting is about, building that work rate, that resilience, that mentality, that discipline. Because it normally follows into other aspects of life, etc. So when you're working or studying, you'll be like, let me do 1 more hour, let me do 1 more assignment, 1 more coursework, etc. So it's not just about lifting for the aesthetics, as some people may do, but it's more about building that mentality and your health as well, first of all.
Hungry switch. Once you click that switch on, baby, it's nothing you can't have. It's nothing you can't be, and it's absolutely nothing you cannot do. I can, I will, yup, I must. All right, look, for us, it's a different TGIM. I just need you to do me a huge favor. Come on,
So
come on,
again, now I'm
work
just
with me.
working
Work
the
with me.
back.
I will.
The shoulders and a bit of the chest.
Now, I'm not an English
and the
teacher,
triceps,
so I'm
just
not asking you to
blasting
say this just to be
everything out.
said. Like, I want you to speak life into that thing.
And so guys, part 3 will be coming out very soon. Thank you very much for watching. Peace out.